Straight to the domestic commodities market, and we're looking at plantain. Well, because of its multiplicity of uses ranging from chips to flour, plantain is both a major ingredient for production and consumption as a food commodity. Plantain is one of the most common staple foods, mostly grown in the tropical regions of Nigeria and West Africa. However, there seems to be a disjoint in the value chain. Let's talk to Tumike, one of the research analysts with financial derivatives company, to tell us why. Hello, Tumike. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Hello, Chimeze. Thank you for having me.
So why is the plantain value chain disjointed, and how can it be mobilized for commercial investment?
Plantain has various uses. We see it being sold by the roadside in form of bolly. Then we see it being hawked on the streets as plantain chips, and plantain chips is also sold in the supermarket. And now there's plantain flour. However, there's the value chain has been disjointed, and this is due to the fact that there's the absence of firm orders. There's also the fact that we have poor storage facilities, and as you know, plantain is a perishable good, and there's the fact that there is poor financing to take plantain a step further by further processing it and adding value to it. So we can actually mobilize it into commercial investment by, apart from providing adequate financing and storage facilities. For instance, we could take advantage of the supply glut that happens, and we can do this by further processing plantain into plantain flour.
Okay. Now, the price of a bunch of plantain has gone up by about 33.3% in the last few weeks, and plantain products are a major component in the food basket. What will be the impact on food inflation going forward?
Agricultural products tend to have their seasons, so plantain is not an exception. Plantain's season is around June, July, and this is the reason for the price increase. So right now, food inflation is around 13.47%. However, plantain contributes less than 5% to the food basket. Therefore, it's not going to have a significant impact on food inflation rates.
And in a recent report by a Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, there is a rise in demand for plantain flour at about 125,000 metric tons. Is this an opportunity for forward integration? And who are the likely segments to be impacted, SMEs or corporates?
Okay, there's actually an opportunity gap for forward integration. Nigeria produces around 25,000 metric tons. And then if you look at it, the supply gap is between 98,000 metric tons. So therefore, there's an opportunity for forward integration for both the SMEs and the corporates. What SMEs can do is to go further into processing plantain to plantain flour. And what corporates can do is to act as an off-taker by getting their supplies from farmers and then converting it into final goods, such as plantain flour.
So what is the outlook for the global demand for plantain in the near term? Who are the leading importers in the world, and where will Nigeria feature in this outlook?
Some of the leading importers are United States, we have Poland, we have Netherlands, and then there's the United Kingdom. And the global demand for plantain is going to increase. But Nigeria needs to sort out its the gap, the supply gap, before it can think of taking advantage of this increase in global demand. So what we need to do in Nigeria is to make sure we satisfy consumers domestically by making sure that there's adequate supply of plantain and its products. Then after doing this, we can now take advantage of the increase in demand globally by further processing it and also exporting it out, increasing our exports in plantain and its products.
All right, thank you very much for your time, Tumike. Tumike Olowe is one of the research analysts with Financial Derivatives Company.